Good morning, students. My name is Murali BM, Assistant Professor of Commerce and Management. I am going to handling the subject for the BCom Methods and Techniques of Business Decision, for BBA Quantitative Analysis for Business Decision. Okay, these are the for BCom and BBA. The subjects are to be same, the syllabus are to be same, only titles only go to changes. The remaining syllabus, what is the theory is there, what is the problematic paper is there, that completely should be go to the same. Okay, that's why I'm going to handling for that, both should be go to the same. You can now go to this is the subject is completely is the practical oriented. Okay, you people are some problems is solved in the earlier years compared to in this subject. We are going to solve some of the problems in advance. But come to an BCom, the people have a choice for this subject. Okay, any people are interested to study with the theoretical, people can take the corporate administration, or people are interested to take mathematics, or the people are good in the mathematics, they can take this subject, methods and techniques of business decision. Okay, now go to the quantitative analysis for business decision. For BBA, there is no choice, you people compulsory should take this subject. Come to an examination. Okay, this is a paper should be going to carry 100 marks. In your examination, in university examination, we people have to write for the 70 marks, and remaining 30 marks are the internals. The 30 marks internals we will give you as per your performance. Okay, now go to today class. First I start with the chapters. Either should be the brief introduction of the subject, then I will start with the chapter number 1. For BCom and BBA, there are 5 chapters are there. The first will go to number system. Second one is theory of equation. Okay, third chapter is matrix and determinants. Fourth chapter is commercial arithmetic. The fifth chapter is progression. Out of these 5 chapters, the total 4 sub-chapters like second, third, fourth and fifth chapter are very important. Like in the 4th chapter, we can expecting for 14 marks, 5 questions. For chapter number 1 is we can expectable only the 6 marks question. And remaining chapter 2, 3, 4 and 5 we can expectable for 14 marks question and 6 marks question more important. You can now go to the brief introduction of the chapters. The chapter number 1 should we go to the first we go to number system. On that number system we go to study the various kind of the meanings in the number system. You can now go to what is the natural number, what is the even number, what is the odd number, what is the integers, what is the prime number, what is the rational number, what is irrational numbers, what are those real number, what is the factors, what is the multiples, what is the common multiples, as well as we will go to solve some kind of the theory as well as the problems in the LCF as well as HCF and LCM. Okay, these are the LCF and HCM here some of the basic problems. Okay, this is a concept is very important. Okay, this is the concepts are the basement for the next chapter. Either should be the basics for the next chapter. When we people are good in that LCM and HCF, okay, the second, third chapter are very easy. When we people are not to be perfect in the first chapter, you people should make it certain confusions in the next chapter. That's why the first chapter is the basic, as well as this is a very important to the next chapter. Okay, next we go to unit number 3 to theory of equation. On the theory of equation we are going to study the various concepts. The first we go to introduction of the what is the equation, the meaning of the equation, the types of the equation, what is simple and linear equation, simultaneous equations. Okay, in the simultaneous equation we are going to solve 3 or more variables, but come to an as per your syllabus only the 2 variables are there. Related to that we will going to study. Okay, next we go to elimination, substitution methods only. Like in elimination substitution method only we are going to solve, but in come to that other than that you have some other equations are there, but your syllabus only elimination and equation we will going to solve. Next, quadratic equation, factorization and formula method, problems on commercial application. You can normally in the equation the problems we will going to solve in 2 manner, without the formula and with formula. In examination they are going to asking for you are going to solve the problem with a formula, we are going to solve the problems on formula method. When the problem they are not to be asking for the formula method, we are going to solve on some other kind of the manner. Okay, this is the problems we are going to solve in algebraical method. Okay, this is a kind of the problems are there. Okay, next go to chapter number 2, matrix and determinants. Under that matrix and determinants, this is a problems we people are studying in SLC. The same thing should be going to solve here also, some advanced. Okay, meaning of the matrix, the types of the matrix, operation on matrix, addition, subtraction, multiplication of two matrix. Like one in your syllabus, only the two matrix are there. No, cannot to be other than that. Next go to transpose, determinants, minor of elements, cofactor on element, inverse, Cramer's rules in a two variables, application oriented problems. Okay, these are the things are very important in examination point of view. They are going to asking for 14 marks question and 6 marks question. Okay, now go to chapter number 4, the commercial arithmetic. Now first go to commercial arithmetic. People are this kind of the problems they are they are asking in the competitive examination also. When people are study good in this chapter, we can expect in the competitive examination on the 10 to 12 mark question, 10 to 12 marks. Okay, that's why people are going to study in the commercial arithmetic. In this chapter, we will going to calculate calculation of interest, principal, money, time, as well as some other things we are going to calculate. Now go to simple interest, compound interest, including a half yearly interest, quarterly calculation, annuities, percentages, bills discounting, ratios, proportions, duplicate, triplicate and subduplicate of ratios, proportions, third and fourth divisors, proportion of the problems. Okay, in this chapter we are going to study some of the basic concept of the calculation of interest. Okay, as well as we are going to solve some other kind of the problems in the commercial arithmetics. Okay, next unit number 5 is the progression. Under that progression, okay, there are some other concepts we are going to study: arithmetical progression, geometric progression. Okay, there are two other that are related to that. We are going to study the various concepts. The first will go to arithmetical progression, the finding of the nth item of arithmetical progression and sum of the n item in the arithmetical progression. Okay, in this progression they will give certain kind of the number, like when the 10 numbers should be given. As per that they will tell you are required to calculate 50th number, 20th number, I should 100th number. Okay, at that time you are going to calculate that 100 number. We are going to calculate it using some kind of the formula. Through that formula we will going to solve that kind of the problems, as well as insertion of arithmetical mean, geometric progression, finding of n item in the geometric progression and sum to n the term geometric progression, insertion of geometric progression. Like that the problems we are going to solve. Okay, this is the chapter we are going to solve completely on formula basis. Okay, n by 2 like that we will going to solve. Okay, solve in the geometrical progression. You can now go to start with the chapter number 1. Okay, now go to that. There are okay, methods and techniques of business decision or quantitative analysis for business decision. The syllabus are the same. The same for BCom and BBF should be the same chapter, same concept. There is no changes at all. You can now go to start with the chapter number 1. Okay, now go to the chapter number 1 is the number system. Okay, first we are going to understand what is the number, what is the system. You can now go to what is the number. The number is nothing but quantitative measures. And there should be anything we are going to express it through by numbers, like anything we can explain. Like they will ask how much is there. We will tell you that only 100 is there, 20 is there. Like that we will going to express it through by number. Like we will not to be tell this much of the bulk is there, this is small, this is the big. Like that we will not to be expressed. Normally anything they will going to ask, anything they will going to measure, that should be measured in the form of only the numbers. That one we can call as the numbers. Either should be any things we are going to measure in the basis of the quantitative manners. That one we can call as the numbers. The system is nothing but certain kind of the steps or certain kind of the process. That one we can call as number system. In come to that number system, we will going to understand the some of the concepts. The first we go to understand some of the meanings. The first we go to understand the natural numbers. Okay, what is the natural numbers? The numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that numbers are there. That numbers we can call as natural numbers. Okay, these are the numbers we are using for the purpose of the counting. Okay, normally the numbers we are going to using for the purpose of the counting, that numbers we can call as natural numbers. Okay, as well as the natural number, the symbolically we will going to represent in the capital letter of n. Okay, what is a natural number? The numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, these are the numbers. Okay, the numbers we are going to using for the purpose of the counting. The numbers we are going to using for the purpose of the counting. Okay, the numbers, the symbolically we will going to represent. Like we going to symbolically we going to represent in the natural number in the capital letter of n. Okay, normal ಆಗಿ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ನ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದು ಸಿಂಬಾಲಿಕಲ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಎನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಹೋಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಝೀರೋ, ದಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ನಾವು ಗೋ ಟು ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಝೀರೋ ಇದ್ರೆ ಆ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೋಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್? ಇನ್ ದ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But come to a whole number, the start with a 0. That kind of the numbers we can call as whole number. So normally the whole number we will going to represent in symbolically in the capital letter of W. So that is the now thing should be going to explain. What is the whole number? The natural number along with the 0. That number we can call as the whole number. The whole number symbolically represent in the capital letter of W. Okay, next we go to the integer. The positive, negative, natural number along with the 0, that number we can call as integers. Okay, check it out. Okay, in the integers, the numbers are, example is given, -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, +3. Like -3, -2, -1 are the negative number. +1, +2, +3 are the positive number. In between of the negative and positive number, 0 is there. That number we can call as integers. I told you that the negative positive number along with the 0, that numbers we can call as integers. ಅಂದರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ 0 ಇದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as integers. The integers are symbolically we will going to represent in the I, capital letter I or Z. Okay, next we go to even integers. The numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 which are divisible by 2, that numbers we can call as integers. Like what is a even number? Because some numbers are there, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, like that. The numbers are there. The numbers we can divide with the 2, we get it 0. Balance we get it 0. That kind of the numbers we can call as even integers or even numbers. Okay, that is a concept explained. What is the even integers? When the numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, the numbers are divided with the 2, the balance we get it is 0. Either should be divided with the 2, that numbers we can call as even integers or even numbers. Next, what is the next one? Odd numbers or odd integers. The numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, like that. The numbers are there. That numbers we can divide with the 2, we get it some balance, that we can call as odd integers. Okay, what is the odd integers? The numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7 which are not exactly dividable with 2. It's nothing but these are the numbers we can we cannot be easy to dividable to. When we can divide with the 2 also, we get some balance. Okay, there should be 1 or 2, some we get is balance. That numbers we can call as odd integers or odd numbers. Okay, next we go to the prime numbers. Okay, what do you mean by the prime number? The number which has only the 2 factor or which are exactly divisible by 1, either should be the same itself. Okay, what is the prime number? The prime number only the 2 factors. Okay, this is number only the 2 factor. Okay, this is the number we can be divisible 1, either should be number itself. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಈ ನಂಬರ್ನ 1 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ನಂಬರಿಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಬೇರೆ ನಂಬರ್ಸಿಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಲೈಕ್ 2 we can divide with the 1, 3 also we can divide with 1, 5 also we can divide with 1. But as well as we can divide with the 2, we can divide only 2. 3 we can divide with the 3 only. 5 we can divide with 3 only, or 5 only. We cannot be divided with any other kind of the numbers. That kind of the numbers we can call as prime factor. This is nothing but these are the numbers we can dividable only the either should be the 1, either should be the 2. That is the concept explained in the prime number, only the 2 factors. Okay, next we go to composite number. Okay, any number which has more than the two factors which are not to be a prime number. Okay, what is that concept is explained. What is a composite number? The number have a more than two factor. Okay, these are the number not a prime number. Check it out. This is the composite numbers are there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, these are the numbers are there. Okay, this is the numbers we can dividable more than the 2. Best example I'll tell you. 4. This is a 4 we can divide with the 1. We can divide with the 2. We can dividable with 3. Okay, sorry, 4. 6 is there. We can divide with the 1. We can divide with the 2. We can dividable with 3. We can divide with the 6 also. Next 8 is there. This 8 we can divide with 1, 2, 4 and 8. Okay, 9 is there. 9 we can divide with the 1, 3 as well as 9. Like that, because the values we can dividable more than the two values or more than the two factors. That kind of the numbers we can call as composite numbers. Okay, next we go to rational number. What do you mean by the rational number? Any number in the form of p by q, where p and q are the integers and q is not equals to the 0 is called as rational number. Okay, what is a rational number? Normally these are the numbers we are going to express by p by q. Like that, I give an example: 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 5 by 7. Like that, the answer we are going to expressing or numbers are expressing. What is the result we are going to express in the rational number? That the numbers results are not to be same equals to the 0. Okay, ನಾವು rational numbers ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 5 by 7 like that numbers ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅದರ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ 0ಗೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 2 by 3 we get it 0.667. That is the value is less than the 0 only. Next 3 by 4. Okay, 3 by 4 we get it 75, 0.75. Okay, that is also is now it is the result is less than the 0. Okay, that is the concept is explained. What is the rational number? The numbers are expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are the integers. Okay, normally the q is not equals to the 0. Okay, normally ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಏನು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ rational number ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ always should be either should be more than the 0, either should be less than the 0. It is not to be same for the answer. Okay, next go to irrational numbers. The numbers which are not a rational number. Okay, normally in the irrational numbers we are not to be expressing p by q, like 2 by 3, 4 by 4 we are not to be expressing. That is the concept explained. The numbers which are not to be rational number, which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, that called as irrational numbers. Okay, normally irrational numbers are not to be rational numbers, as well as this is the numbers we are not to be expressing in the form of p by q. Okay, numbers na p by q agi ನಾವು express ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, but the numbers we are expressing through by some other manner, like root of 4, root of 5. Like root basis we are going to expressing that number we can call as irrational number. Example ಅಂದ್ರೆ root of 4, root of 5, root of 7. Like root basis we are going to expressing that kind of the numbers we can call as irrational numbers. Okay, next go to real numbers. The union of rational and irrational number form which called as real number. It is nothing but it is a combination of rational number and irrational number. That numbers we can call as real number. Either should be in the real number results sometime we can be expressible or we can expecting in the form of irrational. Either should be certain time we are expecting in the form of rational. That kind of the numbers we can call as real number. ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ 2 by 3, 3 by 4 ಆ ಥರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ರೂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 4, ರೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 5 ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. Okay, next we go to imaginary numbers. Okay, what is the imaginary numbers? The square root of negative real number where the values cannot be certain is called as imaginary numbers. Okay, what is the imaginary numbers? The numbers in the square root is nothing but numbers we are going to expressing in the square root, but the values will come to an negative. The values will come then near really negative, that cannot be expressed in the certain, that numbers or results are not to be certain. That numbers we can call as imaginary. Andre ಈ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ನಂಬರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ನ ರೂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದರ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮೈನಸ್ಸು ಇಲ್ಲ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್. ದಿ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ where the values cannot be certain, and that should, what is the result we are expecting in the imaginary number, that should not be a constant, or it should be other values are to be negative, like -4, okay, root of -4, root of -5, root of -7, and the root of -100, like that the results we can expecting, and there should be results are not to be certain, that numbers we can call as imaginary numbers. Okay, next we go to the complex number. Any number in the form of a plus b or a minus b, where a and b are the real number and I is the imaginary, is nothing but this is a complex number. The numbers we are going to expressing through by algebraical manner, either to be a plus b, a minus b, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b plus c whole square, like that the numbers we going to expressing. What is the result we are expecting through that a and b, that should be imaginary. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲಾಗಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಗೋನ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಬೈ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಐದರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಆಲ್ಜಿಬ್ರಾ ಮೆಥಡ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೇಬಲ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ. ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. Okay, next we going to explain that the next concept is multiples. A number that cannot be divided by other number a certain number of time without remainder are called multiples. Is nothing but a number we can be divided with by other numbers. Okay, a number we can divide by another number certain number of times without remainder is called as multiple. Is nothing but the numbers we can be easy to divide with the any other number without any reminding of other things, that we numbers we can call as multiple. Is nothing but the number we can divide with any other number, we get it the 0, that kind of the numbers we can call as the multiple, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20, like that. These are the numbers are there, we can divide with any other number. What is the value we get it, that value should be go to the 0. Okay, next we explain m multiples is not to be the only the multiples. Okay, I already explained, is nothing but any number we can be divide with the another number, we know, without any other expectation or without any other reminders. I told you that. Okay, next we go to explain the factors. When two or more numbers are multiple to get a product, each number is called as factors. Okay, that is a factor we going to explain. When the two or more numbers we are going to multiply, we get it some other number, that numbers we can call as multiples. Best example ಅಂದರೆ 2 ಇಲ್ಲ 3 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್? 2 into 2 we get it 4, 2 into 4 we get it 8. Is nothing but 2 factor. 2 is a 1 factor, 4 is a 1 factor. 2 is a 1 number, 4 is a 1 number. The two numbers we can divide, get one another number, that we can call as factors. Okay, that is the concept explained. Okay, 2 into either should be the numbers we can divide more than 2 also. 2 into 3 into 4, like 2 3s are 6, 6 4s are 18, like that we going to express like that. The numbers we going to multiply, like 2 into 2, 2 into 2, like 2 into 2 will go to 4, 4 into 2 will go to 8, like that the numbers we going to expressing. When the numbers we can multiply 2 or more number, what is the result we getting, that should go to answer. What is the result we getting, that numbers we can call as factor. That is the concept explain. ಒಂದು 2 ಇಲ್ಲ 3 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ನಂಬರ್ನ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. Okay, next we go to common multiples. When the multiples of the two or more number contain common number, such number are called as common multiple. Is nothing but when the two or more number we can be multiply, we get it some common number, that number we can call as common multiples. Best example, 2 3s are 6. Okay, 3 2s are 6. Okay, next go to 4. Okay, 2 4s are 8. 4 2s are 8. ಅಂದರೆ 4ನ 2ಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬಂತು, 8 ಬಂತು. ಅದೇ 4ಗೆ 2ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬಂತು, 8 ಬಂತು. ಅದೇ ಥರ 2 into 6, 2 6s are 12. ಅದೇ ಥರನೇ 4 3s are 12. Okay, 12 into, okay, like that we get it. Like when you go to multiply the some numbers, 2 or more number, we get it sum of the common factor or common number, that one you can call as common factor. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗ 2 into 4 ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು 8 ಬಂತು. ಅದೇ 4 into 2 ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು 8 ಬಂತು. ಅದೇ ಥರನೇ ಓಕೆ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದಟ್ 2 into 4 ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ 8, 4 into 2 8. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು next go to 5 3s 5 into 3 15, 3 into 5 15, like that. The value should be going to interchange also. We get it the same kind of the factors or same kind of the number. That kind of the numbers we can call as common number. What is the common number? When the two or more factors are to be multiplied, we get it the same number or common number. That numbers we can call as common multiples. Okay, this is the topic on today. Thank you one and all.